on day 2 of microsite, which is ravepubs.com/ISE.
Do a quick booth tour, and if you're interested, Hey, this is Gary K. We are at ISE 2026, and I'm here with Tim Hoddy.
Hi,
Tim
Gary.
was with Uniguest, and Uniguest is a digital signage content company, I would
Bit
say.
broader, digital engagement. So
Okay,
we
there
do
you go.
signage,
I like
but IPTV, enterprise video, wayfinding, a true digital engagement platform, or hub, as we like to call it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you've actually gone through a number of acquisitions recently that have really amped up your product line.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really exciting time, very fast moving, lots of challenges, but we love a good challenge, and ultimately what that's resulted in is we've brought all the platforms together, and now we're able to present it to the market as a single unified hub, very specific for your requirement. So if you're a hotel hub. If you're a stadium hub. And we'll go through those, I guess, as we go through the booth tour.
Yeah, in fact, we're going to do a booth tour, and what we're going to do is shoot individual detailed product deep dives on each one of these software hubs,
Yep.
Or application hubs, I should say. And you can see those at ravepubs.com/ISE and type in Uniguest in the video search window. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do a booth tour to show you a little bit about what you're covering here at the show. And the first thing I notice is the content that you're projecting out to the audience.
All this is running from the hub in the cloud. We've done so. One of the things we've shown at the show this year is, as you can imagine, we're always evolving. How can things be easy to use, reduce clicks? So I'm going to show you something pretty special here. I'm going to click my fingers and welcome you to Uniguest. Are you ready?
Yep.
And this is using our cloud-based hub technology, by the way. So welcome to Uniguest.
Look at that.
There you go.
It worked. So is that button included?
The button's not included, but the technology behind it is.
Okay.
So it's not smoke and mirrors, by the way. We've got a really cool feature called Event Engine that can take triggers from external
Like
sources.
macros and
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start over here. And you mentioned that full digital engagement platform. It starts with wayfinding, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So wayfinding is one of the modules that we can involve in Hub, the Hub product. So this is, as you would expect, an integrated wayfinding system. So it's bespoke to the show, so it can be bespoke to anything our customers want to do, basically.
Yeah.
It's bespoke to the show, so if you want to find out where, for example, the Bella Italia Cafe is at the Fiera, you push the button and our wayfinding solution will tell you how to navigate there.
Oh yeah, shows you how to get there.
Exactly.
Is that where the
we can
best
do
food is here in this hall? Is that
Yeah,
why you have that
exactly.
in
Some
there?
of the quite cool things, like if you just want to know more about who we are and what we do, you can touch that. We have a city guide, so if I press that and I think, how do I get back to my hotel? It can tell me exactly how I can get from the Fiera back to my hotel. So put that into the context of your corporate building, your sports stadium, your hotel,
And
your
this,
hospital.
so this works with any of the hubs?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because any application is going to need wayfinding.
Correct.
Yeah. All right,
So
good.
it's just a nice little add-on application. So if you're an existing customer, this can enhance what you do with the system. If you're about to start your digital engagement journey and you're thinking, I need signage, you can also start thinking about wayfinding and things like that.
All right. So if for example, we're going to start with Campus Hub.
Yeah.
If I'm a Campus Hub user,
Yep.
meaning I'm IT or AV and I'm in charge of my college campus,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden we have a hotel on campus as well, and I decide to use Hotel Hub. Is it a seamless interface, or do you have to relearn everything?
No, absolutely seamless. It's all effectively from kind of one hub. So that's the beauty. I mean, you raise a good point there. If you're a university, a college, these are big buildings or multiple buildings in various locations with lots of people. So how do you use technology to engage with staff, pupils? And that's really what we do. So for example, digital signage is one obvious way you could do that. So from the hub in a campus deployment, we can do all digital signage. It can be integrated with your IPTV for live news feeds, but they don't have to be broadcast TV feeds. If you wanted to take a lecture from Hall 1 and get that to every single screen, not just in that building, but everywhere within the college, that's easily possible.
And what players do I need for this? Is it any
we've got
player?
we've got a broad choice basically. So we have our external players that are based on our SP2 external media player. But if you've got SOC screens from Samsung, Philips, Sony, LG, that's all possible as well.
Okay, so you can use system on a chip.
Correct.
And it's compatible. Okay.
Correct.
Excellent. And so the Campus Hub is obviously aimed to K through 12 and higher education?
Absolutely, and lower. So basically, all across the education spectrum, right from early years through to tertiary university learning. Some nice other additional modules that we've got, as well as the signage. Is you're absolutely right. We could do hotel TV in a dorm, no problem. What you're seeing here is our video platform and lecture capture system. So as well as getting live feeds to screens, we can have that recorded, and available on a central repository.
So is it compatible, for example, with Panopto?
It would be an alternative solution to Panopto.
So
I would say.
if you're a campus using Panopto, you wouldn't have to use a separate
correct. What you would do is you could
system.
install Campus Hub, replace your Panopto with our equivalent. So it does full-on lecture capture. It's software-based for multiple sources. Once we've got the video, we can do some really cool stuff with it, like embed it into various LMS platforms. We've got a really new this year at 2026 AI tool. So once you've got that video, you can use AI to automatically generate chapters. The lecturer might want to engage with the students a little bit better. Use our AI tool to create some quizzes that get automatically embedded, so you can check engagement. Some really cool stuff.
Could it also move the content into a learning management platform like Canvas or Blackboard or something like that?
Very deep integration. So normally a student wouldn't know they're using Campus Hub. They would just see it in their LMS platform, but behind it we're doing all the cool stuff.
Oh, very nice. Okay, that takes out an entire step.
Yeah.
So tell me what's different about it than Sports Hub.
Similar sort of technology, anything that you might want to do with signage, IPTV, live streaming, recording, wayfinding, but packaged slightly different because we've got some quite bespoke tools that we know sports stadiums, venues, live arenas want to use. A bit like the live trigger I showed you, a bit like the integration into things like Opta for live sports feed, dynamic content that comes onto the screen. One of the digital menu boards is another good. So we've got deep integration into EPOS systems. So if you want live dynamic pricing, that's all possible.
So basically, you could use this for the luxury suites, for the scoreboard, and for the menu signs.
Correct. Again, all from one integrated platform. What we're seeing here is just, again, new for 2026, an enhancement to what we call our multi-view tool.
Come on in closer.
So this is where we can have to a single endpoint multiple video streams, and the enhancement that we've launched at ISE 2026 is each one of those windows is now navigable by a remote control. So a user can actually walk up to a screen and say, I don't want to watch the Spain-England match, I want to watch Cameroon-Morocco, change it themselves, pick the audio feed. So you can have 4 streams and a single audio feed that the user...
And what's the user interface that they use for that?
It's a single super easy remote control that you would expect at home. So again, it's just doing more with what we can deliver in a stadium, basically.
Excellent. And then, so what is Enterprise Hub? Is that for corporate applications?
Exactly. So large corporate, manufacturing, central government. I think what we do at Uniguest really, really well is big buildings or multiples thereof with lots of people that need engaging with. So a big sports stadium, a big university campus, a big corporate campus. That's where we excel, really, because it's super easy to get any content to any screen, integrated IPTV, as I've mentioned, and so very bespoke tools that we know that sector wants. So for example, in the enterprise space, yes, we can do digital signage, but because we're IPTV specialists as well, we can make sure that if you've got live broadcast feeds, so news channels, that the broadcaster in your region has to have encrypted. We can do that as well and get that integrated to your signage.
So like if the CEO wanted to send a message to everyone in the company,
CEO live town hall, live news feeds. One of the things we've just brought out is an enhancement license we call Amplify, and that's how can you get digital signage to more screens. And the reason you want to do that is we know that if we can get content to a screen, an employee will be more engaged with the business. If they're more engaged with the business, they'll be more profitable. So what the Amplify license does is allows us to get digital signage content now to things like Microsoft MTR rooms, Zoom rooms, WebEx rooms, Airtime sharing devices. Something very cool around the corner we'll see at the minute, which is e-paper integration. So that's what I'm saying. We can get that content that we know a business wants because it helps them communicate with their employees and just get it to more screens.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And then Hotel Hub, obviously, you're going to send content to the room,
Yep.
and you're able to control the room TVs. Does this work with the SoCs for like LG and Samsung, since they also have their own sort of
LG,
hotel?
Samsung, Philips. Obviously, in the hotel room, bring your own device and bring your own content is super popular. So we've got lots of integration to the various ways that you can do.
So this eliminates the need for that separate set-top box behind the TV.
Correct.
In
You do it to a SOC screen.
Yeah.
We can then integrate with embedded Chromecast in the screen. If the screen's got embedded apps like Netflix, a user can do that, and then when they check out, it wipes their credential details. So, again, super easy to manage from a hotel perspective, but it delivers a very cool experience to the guest ultimately.
But this also allows you to, you can also this will run the signage displays for the room, for the meeting rooms. It'll run the signage displays.
In the meeting room, signage in the lobby,
Yeah.
Signage in the kitchen. Again, any type of screens in a hotel complex we can get content to, and because it's got all these deep integrations into things like meeting room booking systems or the PMS, the content that appears on screen just is dynamic. So it's almost like a set and forget. So it's pretty cool.
All right, so you're the first company that I know of that specifically introduced healthcare-based signage products.
Yeah.
And talk about what's different in that versus, say, a college campus.
Yeah, well, not too dissimilar in the sense that we know that the types of users in that organisation need live TV for entertainment.
Yeah, sure.
They need signage to be informed of various things like that. So the principle is exactly the same. Where this really starts to pull away and excel is the kind of deep integrations that we've got into healthcare-based specific systems.
Like Epic, as an example, or any of the healthcare management
exactly.
systems?
So this gets really cool. So imagine you're in hospital, you're in hospital recovering from an operation. You want to watch TV. That's great. We can deliver that through the portal. But what we can now do is through the portal, before I get to watch TV, I have to watch a video that the hospital dictates I need to watch about how to make sure that I get out of bed safely so I don't fall over and injure myself. Yeah, I cannot watch TV until I watch this video that gets pushed to me. That is super huge.
Yeah.
So if you're, reducing injuries, speeding up recovery time, very, very cool application. As well as the TV in the room, what we can do is have a small screen outside of the room that interfaces with the patient entertainment system. So if a nurse wants to come in and notice that I've fallen asleep, rather than coming into my room to turn the TV off or the volume down, they can do it from outside of the room.
Very nice.
So that's pretty cool, as well as a whole host of other room control features. And then we have this here, which again it's ultimately digital signage, but it's a patient whiteboard, which is a very specific application to healthcare.
Usually in the room only.
Exactly. So all that data is pulled in live and dynamic. It's normally written down on a dry whiteboard, but we can display that digitally. So if you're coming to visit me in hospital and I'm asleep in the hospital bed, straight away you can walk in and say, okay, Tim's recovery is doing well, he's recently eaten, he's had some strong pain medication, which is why he's asleep. All that information just gets pulled in automatically. It can give me, families visiting me, an idea about when I'll be able to go home, because it's again pulling into my recovery plan and schedule. Very, very cool.
And obviously this is kind of interesting. You actually have a QR code there to control the TV.
Correct.
Yeah.
So again, fully integrated system. You've got the whiteboard, the bedroom TV, the outside room controls. It's a seamless experience, and ultimately patient entertainment is good for the patient. But all these medical reasons and additional things we can bring to just make sure it's benefiting the patient. The healthcare professionals don't have to worry about writing tons of things out in multiple places. They do it once. It helps the patient, it helps the medical professional.
Is this certified like HIPAA? So for example, if I want to have a video conference with a doctor, is it secure and certified
absolutely.
for that?
So we can do that through the TV system. So that's not just the doctor, but we've got a link up to a lot of translation services.
Okay.
So, if the nurse needs a live translation to the patient, they can go to the GRE system and do a live video call to someone.
So they don't have to come to the room.
Correct.
Okay. All right, and then you said something else that you're going to show me at the end?
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of a secret. Don't tell anybody about this. This is super secret for us, okay?
All right.
So.
All right, let's walk around here.
Oh, sorry. First of all, we're having a rave here at Uniguest. We love a rave at Uniguest. Everyone knows each other. It's very cool. So first of all, this is the e-paper integration. So this is brand new for ISE 2026. Allows us to get content from our CMS to a Samsung e-paper display.
So does that have a SoC built into it?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure the Samsung guys will tell you how cool this screen is. Super long battery life. Again, it's just extending the reach of signage wider in an organisation.
Obviously, it'll work off a battery too.
Correct.
And it's low voltage if you want to plug it in. Yeah.
Correct. So that's super cool. Then we have this very super secret meeting room here that if you come to our booth, we'll take you in there and tell you all about a really exciting announcement that we've got, which is our new hub operating system.
And we're actually going to shoot a video of that to make sure that you get it.
So to answer your question at the beginning, lots of acquisitions. That means we've got lots of different media players coming to the group. What the hub operating system is going to do is allow us to have a single operating system across all our NTBs to give our customers a nice slow runway into a single platform for migrating, so they can keep our technology, it's doing what it's doing, and it'll give them the future, essentially.
All right, so in that case, they wouldn't use the SoC, they would use a separate player?
For a set-top box, yeah. Anyone that's using external set-top, who's chosen to use external set-top boxes, it gives them a route into a future platform.
So not just signage, but also IPTV as
Correct.
well? Okay, good. So we're going to actually shoot individual product videos on each one of these to do a more deeper dive. But you can see those by going to wayfinding.com/ISE and then just simply typing in Uniguest in the video search window.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your time.
That's awesome.
Tim. Thanks for taking the time to do this.
Well.
And
awesome.
Thanks for the detail. I understand a lot better as well.
We are the hub of activity at ISE. We're right at the centre of Hall 5. Walk through the door, you can't miss us.
Uniguest.com.